Hello there everyone, welcome to another video here on FM Scout. My name is Omega Luke and today we're going to have a look at 10 amazing assistant managers here on the game. So a few of these are already at clubs, a couple of them do not have clubs, so if you do start a new game you can pick them up without having to pay the compensation fees. But I know a lot of you guys are deep into your saves now. Maybe you're only a couple of seasons in and really you're looking at bolstering your staff members to make the real difference. So this list is going to be 10 of the best assistant managers on this year's game of Football Manager 2020. Before we get into this list though, if you could smash a like button on this video, that would be fantastic. It really helps the YouTube algorithm pick up all of the good videos and then more people can see it, which means we end up producing more videos for you to see. First of all, we have Hermann Gerland, and currently he is at Bayern Munich as a head of youth development. So you may struggle to prize him away from Bayern to be your assistant manager. But as you can see highlighted, the man management is 17, current player ability of 14, and judging player potential of 20, as well as the tactical knowledge, which I actually think is quite important with an assistant manager of 12 if you have him doing certain instructions and things like that. But he also has phenomenal coaching ability, so if you do have him on your training schedule as well, coaching different people, then you can do that as well. So the first one on this list, Hermann Gerland. Next up, we head to Manchester City with Brian Kidd. At the age of 70 now, so he might not move or he might not be around for much longer in game. But as you can see, again, great coaching ability, so you can be using him to train your players. He has the motivation of a 15, which is also very good if you use him for like team instructions and things like that. But man management, 15. Player potential of 18 and player ability of 15, as well as the tactical knowledge of 14. Phenomenal attributes for Brian Kidd here, the Englishman at Manchester City. Next up on this list we have Carlos Marchena, the Spaniard here at Sevilla, which is actually the Sevilla B team, I think. He is currently an assistant manager there and he has phenomenal attributes as an assistant manager. Potential of 15, ability of 14, man management of 15 with tactical knowledge of 14, and he can really do the business on the training pitch as well. Good determination, good level of discipline, so a very well-rounded assistant manager the Spaniard is, and at a younger age as well as 39, so he can really grow with you at your club, other than the last two who are in the latter stages of their career. Over to Italy now, where we have Giovanni Marticelli. I'm going to go with, overall, quite, again, a very good coach on the training pitch, which we cannot deny. Assistant manager-wise, though, 14 for man management, and a 14's across the board with player ability and potential. But he does have great tactical knowledge, great motivating for using him for team talks and that sort of thing. If you're quite lazy like me, occasionally I'll just use the assistant. Good level of discipline as well, so it's a good mixture and phenomenal determination. He isn't the best assistant manager yet. He will obviously have to grow with this, but he is still a fairly good man if you can get him away from Juventus at the start of the game, or maybe later on in the game he'll develop, as he's only at 47. So coaching wise, you could eventually get a very good assistant manager on your books here. The next guy on this list though is Emmanuel de la Sota, who is the under-19s manager for Athletic Bilbao. He has, again, 14s across the board with man management, player ability and player potential. And I know what you're going to say, a lot of you are going to say like there's a lot more better assistant managers with higher attributes in them, but this guy is more of a well-rounded for all the other good things as well. 19 determination, adaptability of 17, and if you're plying him away from Spain, then he's going to need that adaptability. Motivation of 17 and the tactical knowledge of 14 as well makes him very well rounded. He's not the best at training your players, but he is up there with the best assistant managers in the world. Next up we have an unemployed guy, and I've put this guy on the list just for that reason. He is Pablo Muniz, and the reason why I really like this guy is just as an assistant manager alone, he is phenomenal. 17 man management, of current ability of 15, judging the player potential of 16, good tactical knowledge of 12, motivation of 12, and level of discipline of 14, and fairly good adaptability as well at 13, so he can adapt to different countries. The Argentinian, only 37 years old, so he has a long way to go yet. Maybe you can make him even better at your club. You can have a long career with this guy as your assistant manager, and I don't think you'd be too bad to do so either. So fairly good. He's been assistant manager at a lot of clubs in South America too, so he has a lot of experience, and I would definitely look at going for this guy if you do not want to pay that compensation fee to a bigger club, or if you're struggling to get them to move from the bigger club. Have a look at Pablo Muniz. The next guy on this list though is not actually currently a manager at all. He is another head of youth development at Ipswich Town, and it's Brian Klock. The Englishman, 58 years old, so he's got a few years left in him yet, has outstanding attributes across the board. 17 for judging players on both. Tactical knowledge of 16, man management of 16, determination of 17, adaptability of 16, so you can go wherever you go, motivation of 14, and look how good he is on the coaching side of things. Some phenomenal attributes over there. The only thing you really can't do is train goalkeepers, but hey, you're not going to need him to do that. Working with youngsters of 20 as well. He, like I said, he is working as a head of youth development, which I suppose you could use him for that if you really wanted him to, but this is an assistant manager role that we're looking at, and he is very good at that indeed. So I'd imagine he'd probably want to leave Ipswich if you're a bigger club. It's just getting him to be that assistant manager that you might struggle for him to do, but he has done it in the past, even at Ipswich down here. So you never know. Try your luck with Brian Klock. Next up, we have another guy unemployed on this list, looking for a job, and that job could be at your club. Lando Chi, another assistant manager by trade, a very good one. Used to be the assistant manager of Juventus, of all teams, up until this season. So obviously was sacked alongside their manager when the new guy came in. But we have player ability of 16, player potential of 16, tactical knowledge of 15, man management of only 12, but he does make up for that with an 18 motivation, a 19 determination, a level of discipline of 14. He doesn't have the best side on the coaching staff, but overall I think he's a very good assistant manager, only 55 years of age, low adaptability, so might struggle in different leagues. But overall, as an unemployed guy where you don't actually have to pay a fee and you get in for free, you just have to get him to sign on the dotted line, he's a good option for your club. The penultimate guy on this list is Peter Herman, and he is indeed unemployed as well. Probably the best unemployed assistant manager out of the lot that we have seen, because he has some outstanding attributes in the coaching as well. Man management of 16, player ability of 18, player potential of 20, so you can really get a good idea of how well your players are, how good your players are in your team using Peter Herman. Overall, I think he's great. And as an unemployed guy, 67, you can probably use him for a couple of seasons at the start of the game. Tactical knowledge of 13, which is still fairly high to be honest. Motivation of 16 too, and he is going to do you some good on the training pitch as well. Peter Herman, another very good assistant manager for free without any compensation fees on Football Manager 2020. Finally, the last guy on this list, you may struggle to get him away from the club. That is the club of Liverpool. Peter Krowiec, I'm going to go with. He is the assistant manager / data analyst at Liverpool under Jurgen Klopp. Player ability of 18, potential of 15, man management of 15, but it's everywhere else where he excels as well. Adaptability of 16, he has a level of discipline, good motivating, tactical knowledge of 15 as well, and even on the coaching pitch, he is going to be doing you a lot of favours, is Peter Krowiec. So I really like this guy, 47 years of age. Maybe have a look in your saves. If Liverpool have sacked Jurgen Klopp, maybe Peter has gone with him as well and is unemployed, and you might be able to pick him up for free. If not, I mean, I'm Man United on this, so I doubt he would come to me anyway. He's not interested in coming to me, but the compensation is a high one at 2.3. So overall, not a bad assistant manager. One of the best on this list, but it's going to take some doing, get him away from Liverpool if he hasn't left already. But that is our list. Let me know down in the comments if you use any of these guys in your clubs as your assistant manager. Like I said earlier, drop a like on the video, that would be absolutely fantastic. And subscribe to my channel if it is Let's Play action you are looking for. I have a very good live series which goes live every Sunday night, the Youth to Gold. If you are interested in that, I'd love it if you would come on by and say hello, and maybe even drop me a nice subscribe. That would be fantastic. But my name's Omega Luke. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.